Okay, today we're looking at number 4, medium two sorted arrays. There are two sorted arrays, nums1, nums2, of size m and n respectively. Find the median of the two sorted arrays. The overall runtime complexity should be log m plus n. A first intuitive answer for this question would be log m plus n divided by 2. I'm sorry, order of m plus n over 2. Or to say it's only half of the size of the total array that you're traversing through. And that is an O(n) method which we can implement very easily. So the way to go through this, the key is that there is a key that you want to keep counting until you hit a number that's half of the size of the total sum or total number of items. And if the sum were a even number, you would want to find two numbers, and if there were odd numbers, you would be left off with only one. But keep in mind, for example, there were three numbers you are not, so the index would be 0, 1, 2, and you are finding the 1. And what that means is 3 divided by 2 is 1. So you're actually finding the number 2 guy. So it's one element extra instead of half of the size. So let me go ahead and implement this. So I'm using m and n for the lengths, and there are two numbers I'm going to keep track of, which is called prev. I'm just going to give it a 0, it doesn't really matter, and a result, or the value to return, and missing one k. So I'm going to count while k is less than m plus n divided by 2 plus 1. The reason is, for example, if m and n were 1 and 2, then that division would have given me a 3. My bad, 3 over 2 is 1. And I would want to count up to the second value. So, oh, my bad. In that case, it's in fact a less than or equal to. M and n, if they were both 2, and then I would want to come up, count up to the third value, because you would need the second and the third. And I'm trying to use a max value, or my value as the returning. So my previous would count as the minimum, and that would give me two numbers. And so my count should be up to the third, and that's why it's less than or equal to the third. So if actually I'm gonna just use if my bad, definitely I need to int I and j as my traversing items. So if I is less than m and j is less than n, which means I have two numbers, two nums that are going through on the same time. So I would want to increment the smaller one. So I guess in that case actually I could use a while. If nums1i is less than nums2.j, I could increase I, else just increase j, and k just keep counting. And I'm trying to see if does it make sense to use a while here or an if. Let me just use if for now. And I'm gonna update my previous value and my value along the same time. So previous will be my next and then my here will be the Good one. So nums 1 I plus plus, or we will be my nums 2 j plus plus. And if I is less than m, that just means implicitly j is already n. So in that case, re is just nums 1 I plus plus, and else re is nums 2 j plus plus and k plus plus. Oh, whoops! I don't need this then. And once my while loop is done, that just means I need to check if m plus n mod 2 if it were 0. The reason is the median would be counting as the median part of it. So in that case, I'll just return prev plus re divided by 2, and or else I'll just return re. This should be good to go. I just need to rethink about this again. So when will k be out of this? We will still go through the number k as the third value. Let's just assume we have 2 on top and 2 in bottom. So prev will so re will be 1, 2, and 3. Now k is 3, and then since k is 3, it's still less than that, so it's gonna go in there again. So re is actually my fourth time. So I don't think this is very correct. But let's consider again 1 and 2. In that case, it will be 2. So I don't think that equal sign works. Let's I have not signed in. Good catch. Let me just sign in right now. Whoops, what is this? And just go ahead and submit it. If there were 2, why? Why would that be the case here? Line 19 is this one. This is pretty weird. So 1 plus 1 is 2, divided by 2 is 1, plus 1 is 2. So k should be less than 2, so you have 0 and 1. And obviously something is not correct here. I think I know what's happening. Yes. So what happened was my if statement it went through this loop, and then it went through this if again. I should have branched it off. Okay. So this is OM method. Why it's doing so good, I don't get it. But the requirement should be log m plus n, and this will be explained in the next video, where basically I'm just gonna go through the solution, just explaining in my own words in a sense. But this part is pretty good. So if you can go through this and absolutely understand what's going on, so you can skip my number 4 part 2. All right, that's it for number 4, OM method.